Hello and welcome to Learn Math with Alex. In today's video, we are looking at a quadratic expression problem, and the question reads: express 7 minus x minus 3x squared in the form a minus b open bracket x plus c close bracket squared, showing the values of a, b, and c. Okay, so we've been given a quadratic expression. So what is a quadratic expression? So a quadratic expression is an expression that is in the form ax squared plus bx plus c. So this expression is known as a quadratic expression where a, b, and c are constants, and a can never be equal to 0, because if a becomes 0, it will get rid of this factor which has the power of 2. And in a quadratic equation, quadratic function, we want to see one term with a variable raised to the power of 2. So this is known as a quadratic expression, which is the same as that one which has been given there, though this one has been written in reverse. Okay, so in reverse, what I mean is, light in there. Okay, so they've started with a constant, so it is c plus bx plus ax squared. Okay, so this is the quadratic expression that has been given, and it is in that form. Okay, and the question is, we need to express this expression, which is in that form, into, we need to express it, we need to change it, or we need to convert it from this form to a minus b open bracket x plus c close bracket squared. So we are coming from this side to that side. So there are at least more than two ways you can do this, and I'll show you. I'll just show you in this video. I'll just show you one method, and that is by completing of the square method. Okay, so let's dive into it. Okay, so our solutions. Okay, I was just using this for illustration for you to understand what you're doing here, because in mathematics, before you attempt any question, you need to understand what the question says and what you need to do, because the question will give you a direction of how to go about it. Because quadratic equations, it's a very big topic, but according to the question, to tell you what you need to do. So we are converting 7 minus x minus 3x squared to a form which looks like that. Okay, so how do you do that? So the first thing that I like to do is I need to make sure that my quadratic expression is either in that form or in this form, and for sure this one is already in a standard form, so there's no need for me to start rearranging it and so forth. So it's already well arranged. So the second thing is I look at the variable that has the power of 2. So in this case, we're dealing with x, and x to the power 2 is that. So I look at the coefficient of this term, or of this x to the power 2. So in this case, the coefficient is minus 3. The coefficient is minus 3. So after arranging it in a standard form, I focus on the coefficient of the variable with the power 2. In this case, x to the power 2 is minus 3. I make it positive 1. So I make the coefficient of x to the power 2 1, not 3. So how do I do that? It's simple. I just factor out 3 or divide every term by 3. Okay, so factoring out 3 will give me 3 into 7, that is 7 minus 7 over 3. 3 into minus x, it will give me positive x over 3, and minus 3 into minus 3x squared will give me positive x squared. Okay, now that my coefficient for this term is 1, I'm good to go. Okay, so I'll just bring down this 3. Okay, so after that, I like separating this this expression into 2. Okay, I group those terms with x, I put them in one place. So I'm saying it's negative 7 over 3, then plus open bracket x over 3 plus x squared in one bracket like that. Okay, so I'm just dividing this and that. In fact, if to avoid wasting time, you can even skip this. I'm just doing it for the sake of the viewers to understand. Okay, so this is equal to minus 3 open bracket. Now after doing that, let me take you back to that expression now. So after making sure, or after ensuring that the coefficient of x squared is 1, the second thing is I move from this term, I focus to this term, on this term rather. Okay, so this term, it is the same as, I hope I have enough space here. Okay, let me just use another page. Okay, so this term here, x over 3, this is the same as 1 over 3x. Okay, so what I mean is I shift from this term, I go to this term, which is in that. So I look at the coefficient of the term of this, the coefficient of x to the power 1. So the coefficient of x to the power 1 is 1 over 3. So it is 1 over 3. So that is the coefficient, the number that is before this variable is 1 over 3. I multiply this by half, then I raise my answer to the power of 2. So this will give me 1 over 6 raised to the power 2. Okay, I'm not going to simplify it at this stage. I will just take it like that. So once I do that, so once I have this variable, sorry, once I have this term or this value, 1 over 6 raised to the power 2, then I get back to my quadratic expression. So my quadratic expression has been divided into two. So there's this part and that part. Okay, so I'll add and subtract to these parts of my quadratic expression. Okay, so why am I adding and subtracting? Because remember, the given quadratic expression is this one. I don't need to change anything. All they've asked me is to just convert this from that form to that form. So negative 7 over 3 minus, I'll subtract that form, so that variable, that value, which is 1 over 6 squared. Okay, that plus, I bring down the plus, then I'll add again the same value, 1 over 6 squared. Then, so remember, I've just added this and that. Okay, I got the coefficient of this term, I multiply by half, I raise it to power 2. So the coefficient of this term is that, I multiply by half, I got this, and this to power 2. So I add this to that constant, I also add to that, then I'll have plus x over 3 plus x raised to the power 2. Okay, I hope you can see there. Okay, so when you look at this, this doesn't change anything. This means nothing, because when I combine these two, I'll still get 0. So I add, I subtract and add to make sure that I don't add anything to the quadratic expression. I don't add it, I don't subtract it. So I added and subtracted so that when I combine the two, I'll still get 0. I don't want these terms to affect my quadratic expression. Remember, when the quadratic expression is in that form and the one in that form, they should have the same effect. They should be the same. So this is the reason why I add and subtract, because this is as good as 0. Okay, I hope you get that. Then let me simplify further. So this is minus 3 outside the brackets. Okay, so when I simplify this guy, these are like terms, I can simplify them. I'll get minus 35 over, oh my god, 85 over 36. So this is, that's that term there. Then plus, open the bracket. Now the easiest way oh, my camera is very poor there. Okay, the easiest way I simplify this is I ignore this middle part. So when you look at this expression from here to there, I just ignore this part, then I get this term and that term, those terms with the power 2. The terms with the power 2 is 1 over 6 plus x, then I just put a 2 outside there, I close. Okay, so when you compare, when you look at this one and that form, we are almost there. So we are almost done with just a matter of simplifying. Okay, so when you look at this, we only have one set of brackets, but here we have two. So I need to get rid of one set of brackets, which are these ones. Okay, so I need to get rid of these brackets, yeah, because they are not there. Okay, so this is equal to 3 times that, negative 3 times this, it will give me positive 85 over 12. Then this times everything there, I'll get minus 3 open bracket 1 over 6 plus x close bracket squared. Therefore my 7 minus x minus 3x squared is the same as 85 over 12 minus 3. When you look at this and that, x comes first than c, so minus 3 open bracket, I'll say x plus 1 over 6 close bracket squared. So that's my answer there. So this is how you convert from this form to that form, or rather from this form to that form. Okay, this is how you go about it. I hope you learned one or two things. Thank you for watching. Please make sure you like the video and subscribe